as we sit here in 2024.
Yeah.
It is amazing to me that we can live in an age of so much information, so much social media connectedness and stuff, and still be so isolated.
Totally. And that was one of the, to me, most of the most heartbreaking things about silence is when we stay silent about what we're thinking or feel like it's just me, the social isolation intensifies. Whether you want to talk about mental health, whether you want to talk about layoffs, whether you want to talk about, I'm having trouble communicating with my manager. We start to internalize that, oh, it's a personal failing or a personal weakness, rather than this is something that all human beings go through. We all do it because we're all wired differently. Of course, there would be friction as we figure out how to work together. And in the absence of conversation to say, oh, you prefer having questions sent to you ahead of the meeting versus I'm just on the fly. We tell stories about each other, we tell stories about ourselves, and we internalize the problem as ourselves. And the Surgeon General and many others have done a tremendous amount of research around social isolation and the real health impacts, right? Comparable to side effects of obesity and smoking over time, shortening one's lifespan. I think the walking on eggshells piece is also, do I have to edit out parts of myself? And if I have to edit out parts of myself, my nervous system is on chronic high alert. And our nervous systems, of course, were not meant to do that. And that manifests in, for me, it was hives, it was insomnia, it was hair loss. And of course, it impacts your personal relationships because everything is interconnected. One of the hopes of unlearning silence is actually greater personal and professional connection in a real, honest way. In the book, I talk about the double pain and analogize it to Mario Kart, because in Mario Kart, there's a badge where you can cause extra pain. My kid really loves that badge. But when it comes to social isolation, there's that initial pain of the job loss, or of not getting funding for your project, or them not backfilling a role at work and it's causing so much friction, whatever it is, there's that initial pain. And then there is the double pain that magnifies it of feeling like I can't talk about it because people will judge me, or because I'm the only one, or no one else is going through this. We may or may not be able to solve for the initial pain, but being able to be in conversation and community about any of these issues allows us to solve for the double pain.